So question 19 was the function f and g are defined by f of x is equal to x minus 3 over 4 and g of x is equal to is equal to 2x plus 1. Find the inverse of x, the inverse of f of x, b fgx, c fg negative 3. So what we're going to do first, we're going to find the inverse of f of x. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this formula, the one given in the statement. Okay, the one given in the statement, which is this one. Okay, that's the one we're going to use. So what we're going to do now is we are going to write it down here. Okay, then what we're going to do is now we're going to write this expression. I'm sure by now you know that when we put f of x, it's just the same as writing y. We can put any other letter. So instead of writing y, we just put f of x. So we can put now y. We're going to say y is equal to x minus 3 over 4. Then what we're going to do now here is we're going to multiply both sides by 4, because I want to get rid of the 4, which is the denominator. So I'm going to multiply y by 4 and this side by 4. So 4 by y will give us 4y, which will be equal to, then we cancel 4 there on top, 4 down there and 4 on top, leaving us with x minus 3, which is going to be 4y is equal to x minus 3. Now here at this point we want to make, what we're going to do, we're going to make x the subject of the formula. So that means we're going to write 4y minus, also since the negative 3 will cross the equal sign, it will become positive 3, so it's going to be plus 3, which will be over, or which will be equal to x. Okay, which will be equal to x. Now we have come up with this expression. So for us to come up with the inverse of f of x, what we're going to do now, where there is y, we're going to put x. So we're going to write something like 4. So where there is y, we're going to put x, which will be plus 3. Now this is the inverse of f of x. Okay, that is the inverse of f of x. Now we can go to question B, which is fgx. So we want to find the formula of fgx. So what we're going to do is I'm going to write this, then we're going to write where there is x, we're going to put in 2x plus 1. Okay, so we're going to get this, we're going to replace x by that which I've circled. So the x I'm talking about is the one which is here, the one I've circled there. That's the x we're going to replace by 2x plus 1. So what we're going to do now here is we're going to write 2x plus 1, then minus 3. Minus 3, negative 3 is the same negative 3 which is in the question. Okay, then we say over 4. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to write fgx. Okay, so I'm going to write fgx. So even if I have, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write 2x. Okay, I'm going to write 2x, then I'm going to simplify first this 1 minus 3. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simplify 1 minus 3. So positive 1 minus 3 will give us negative 2. Then we'll say over 4. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to factorize the numbers that are on top. So I'm going to factorize this. Why? Because I want to divide by I want to simplify the equation. So first I'm going to factorize it. Okay, so in other ways you can also do this. You can find a number that can go into 2x and into -2 and into 4. So you can find a number that can go into three numbers: 2x, -2 and 4. Okay, then you can divide those numbers by the same number you have found. So in case here you can use 2. It can go into all the three numbers. Okay, 2 can go into all the three numbers, but the other way is you just factorize it. So I'm going to factorize. So what number can go into 2x and -2? It's 2. So I'm going to say 2, then 2 into 2x will give us x. 2 into -2, it will give us -1, which will be over 4. Okay, now at this stage I'm going to divide the 2 outside the bracket by, I'm going to divide the 2. I'm going to find a number that can go into 2, which is outside the brackets, and 4, which is a denominator. So the number that can go into 2 and 4, the denominator is 2. So I can say 2 into 2, it's 1. 2 into 4, it will be 2. Okay, now at this stage I'm going to write what is remaining. So even if I distribute 1 to the terms inside the brackets, they will never change their value. They will be the same. So more or less like 1 multiplied by x will be x, 1 multiplied by -1, it will be -1. So we're going to have x minus 1, which will be over 2. Okay, so this is the value of, or this is the formula of fgx. So we can say fgx is equal to x minus 1 over 2. Okay, now once I've found this, then we can go to question C, which is asking us to find the value of fg -3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this formula, the same formula I'm just from finding in question B. So this is the formula I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use that formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say fgx is equal to x minus 2 over 4. Okay, fgx is equal to x minus 1 over 2. So what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to put where there is, so I'm going to, where there is x, I'll put -3. So I'm going to have fg -3 is equal to, so there is x, so we're going to put -3 there. Then we are going also to, okay, sorry, I made a mistake there. I put 2, it should be 1. So what has happened here is a mistake. It's not supposed to be -2, but it should be -1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say -1 there, and here down I'm going to say -3 minus 1 over 2. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate -3 minus 1 will give us -4, which will be over 2. Then -4 divided by 2 will give us -2. So -2 is the answer there. So basically these answers down here, these are the answers you are supposed to write on the answer spaces. So 4x plus 3 for the first one, which is question A, and fgx is equal to x minus 1 over 2 for the answer on B, and -2 for the answer on C. Okay, so basically those were the answers we are supposed to write. If you have questions, you can ask in the comment section, and if you haven't understood well, you can try to watch also other videos. There are other videos of the same kind. We have answered questions of the same kind, so please you can check on other videos. Try to go on the playlist so that those which have got years like mathematics paper 2 2020, mathematics paper 1, just like that, go there in those playlists. You'll find such kind of questions. And if you have got a question you need to ask, please don't forget to write it in the comment section. We'll really appreciate to hear from you, and we'll be very glad to help you. Okay, if there are no questions, we can go to the next question. Otherwise, that's all I had to present to you on this question.